Hello friends, in the tutorial of object oriented programming part 1 we will study history and features of Java. In our first slide we will understand what is Java. So Java is a programming language and a platform. It's a basically high level language, robust, object oriented and secure programming language. Java is high level language. It means it can easily understandable by user or developer. It's a robust language and we will study about the some object oriented concepts in further videos how Java is an object oriented language, because Java contains the encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism and some other object oriented concept in it. Java was developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystem Inc. Java is a breed of coffee, that's why its logo look like that. So in the beginning 4 people have started this company. One of them is Vinod Khosla, but after 2 years he left that company, built softwares for appliances basically. Different device required different software, because before Java all codings was done in C and C++. After some time they realized that if they can build a platform independent language, then they can reduce these efforts. It means a software that can run on all platforms. It means a software that can run on all platforms can reduce the human effort. So now what is the platform? So friends, platform is an environment on which a software may run. Like in our computer we use many types of application software and we can run these all application software because we have an operating system in our machine. So this operating system work as platform for all application software. Without this operating system cannot use any application software. So Java is also like that. On January 27, 2010, Sun was acquired by Oracle Corporation for US $7.4 billion. Java is everywhere. So what this statement depicts? It depicts that Java resides in mobiles, client machines, server machines, embedded devices, smartphones, smart devices, cloud, etc. It shares the same basic features of the language of libraries. So here we are studying core Java. If we want to study Java for mobiles and for any other devices, then their libraries are different and we have to study their libraries also. But the syllabus we will cover in this core Java tutorial will be useful in every module. So principle of Java: write once, run everywhere. It means we can code Java one time and we can run that particular program or execute that program in every platform or every machine. What is library? So Java library is a collection of predefined classes as we use in the C and C++, where we have used many predefined functions and keywords in the language, and so no need to define or declare those particular predefined functions and keyword in the program. We can directly use that particular functions or classes in the program. We can use these classes either by inheriting them or by instantiating them. Java flavors. Many flavors are exist in the market, but we discuss 3 flavors here. First one is the Java SE, also called Standard Edition. Second one is the Java EE, Enterprise Editions, and it is also called as the Advanced Java. And third one is the Java ME edition, that is basically micro edition for mobile. So Java ME is used for mobile programming but not for the Androids. So here Java SE that depict the core Java, Java EE that is the enterprise edition that indicate about the advanced Java, and Java ME that is only for the mobiles basically. Version history of Java. So here we can see that many versions and their release date on the slide. So now Java 15 is in market now and Java 16 maybe come in the February or March. So as we can see in the list, versions and release date. So one thing is also there, class and package. So as we can see the list of the versions and their release date, as the language is updated, their class and package will also updated, and number of the class and package is increased. We can see that Java SE 13 have more classes than the JDK 1.1, Java SE 6, 7. So Java has very rich library. And second one is the package. So package are basically group of the same type of classes. Now features of the Java. So here we have some features of the Java: simple, object oriented language, distributed, interpreted, robust, secure, portable, multi-threaded, and garbage collector. So one by one we will understand these all features of the Java. So Java is a simple language because developer and user can easily understand that language. It's also written as we write the C and C++ languages. Second, object oriented language. So Java is an object oriented language because it follows or contain property of the object oriented concepts like inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation. We will study these topics in further videos. Third, distributed. Distributed means when we write the program in Java, then this program can run on different machines and it can run online also. Interpreted, the Java program run by the interpreter basically, that's why this feature is here. Next, robust. This feature provide fault tolerance, means Java program is made to face any type of situations during execution. This feature provide fault tolerance capability to the Java. It means Java program is made to face any type of situation during the execution. Next, secure. Java is a very secure language, that's why all type of money transaction is done through Java application. As we studied in C that we use pointers to locate or access any memory location, but in Java pointer concept is not exist. Instead of it, Java has reference variable concept. Internally it has pointer concept, but like traditional pointers. Here in Java it cannot point any invalid memory location. Invalid memory location means the memory location which is not reserved to the program. It is not accessible in Java. Apart from it, when online applications are running in Java, then data will send from one machine to other machine in encrypted form on Java. Apart from it, when online applications are running in Java, then data will send from one machine to other machine in encrypted form on Java. It has many other features also, that's why Java is more secure as other languages. Next, portable, because Java is a portable language because we can run it in any environment. That's why it's called as portable language. Multi-threaded. This concept is not present in C and C++. What is the thread concept basically? As an operating system executing or running many programs at a time. So this is a type of illusion basically, because if we have only one processor in our computer, then how it is possible to execute all programs at a time? But operating system executing all program in a queue one by one. But this whole process is so fast, that's why user feel that it's happening at a time. So we can say that operating system has provided a thread to every program. That thread connect to this process to the processor and its execution can done. So we can use this threading concept in Java. Like whenever we working in MS Word, we are doing typing and spelling checking is also done parallelly. And we can take one more example of games. In the particular games, player is moving and time is also going parallelly. So these all are the concept of the multi-threading task. So these all are the example of the multi-threading. Next and last point, garbage collector. As we studied in C++ about delete keyword, which is used to release memory which occupied by DMA variables, but this delete keyword is not exist in Java, because this delete keyword is not exist in Java. So now the question arises that why we use this garbage collector concept in the Java. We can use that delete keyword also, but the reason is that if programmer forget to use this keyword, then it affects the program performance. So in Java there is a program to free these space and its name is garbage collector. This program can run anytime. It's run by JVM basically and release all memory blocks those are not usable. So friends, if you gain some knowledge from this video, then please like and share this video and also subscribe my channel to get further videos. Thank you.